There's been a bit of a controversy at the RAC club, which apparently they've linked to the Queen. She's the patron. But this is to do with the Turkish bath.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I used to use that Turkish bath.
Did you?
It is, I mean, you get a lot of old blokes there, and they do all walk about in the nude.
Really?
And of course, now they've allowed women into the club. Women have objected. I think it's fair enough, really. So men now have to wear swimming trunks, which I think basically is a lot better for everybody.
I'm all for that
round.
from the picture you painted, Andy. So listen, a momentous day here at talkSPORT.
A sad day, I think.
After 20 years, we bid farewell to someone that's popped up on this show over the years, many times. In recent years, he's been driving the business forward elsewhere as the boss of talkSPORT 2. But Mike Bovill was a regular voice. Where would we have been with that goal at the Emirates? Mike Bovill, those crushing moments in my life. And Arsenal got another 94th minute sporting goal. It would, this goal, yeah.
You'd hang on there, 0-0, good, 0-0, great, good, 0-0. And Adrian Durham, you knew, set your watch for it, that's it.
Yeah.
And you'd be very excited.
And then we always hoped that one day on breakfast, Mike Bovill would get sent to Yeovil, so we'd have from Alan, Mike Bovill at Yeovil. But we never did quite get that. But Mike, good afternoon. You've joined us in the studio.
Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Andy.
There we are. 20 years, man and boy, you leave us. It's very sad.
Yeah,
yes, it is. Yes.
It is.
Set me off, boys.
But to me, your finest hour, and the listeners won't know what you did, but they'll have heard what you did, which was your work in the 2014 World Cup, where you basically, along with Kane, masterminded our coverage in a difficult country to do it in vast distances. You had so much to deal with behind the scenes, and I thought you were incredible.
I've still got the heart problem to prove it as well. Yeah.
And the only thing really that you got wrong was you underestimated the time for us to get to the airport.
And I nearly wet myself.
And he nearly wet himself, but that was it.
Mike Bovill said to me, this time of night, Mike, traffic don't look good. How long will it take to get to the airport? He said, 40 minutes tops. I said, OK. I'll have another beer then.
That was a mistake.
So 2.25 hours later, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to do it out the window. That's appalling. Has anybody got a bottle? I just about made it. I was in a bad way. But I'm not blaming you solely for that. You got for a whole World Cup was the only thing that didn't go right. Now, say a familiar voice on the station, Mike, and Andy, I think we've got a couple of little moments.
We thought we'd pay tribute to you with a couple of clips that we unearthed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You've worn many hats here at talkSPORT, and here's an example of your fine match reporting.
Peter Crouch now ready to be the man to replace Gareth Bale. His foot has been, the leg has been put in a protective. He's really in a lot of trouble, it looks as though now.
Didn't want to say the word cast.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped being a match reporter.
And cast actually wasn't the only word you had a bit of an issue with over the years.
He took one of his clubs that he used in his 90s, in his heyday of the mid-90s, took it to them and said, build me one of those. They did it to exactly the same. He's ignored all the technology.
We know what you meant.
Yeah. He's leaving to become the presenter of the new Tomorrow as well, which is slightly worrying.
One for the kids. One for the teenagers.
Of course. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And of course, for many years, you brought us the sports news eventually.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Sports Update.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, I'm Mike Bovill.
Here we are.
So that one wasn't my fault.
No, of course
not my fault.
No, it's just the sports news eventually. And occasionally, Andy would rope you in to supplying the backing vocals for one of his sports-themed karaoke cover versions. You may recall this. Backing vocals are better than the actual vocals.
True.
Here we go. We're playing the full thing, are we?
Well, only until we get to Mike's bit, and then we can fade it.
Okay.
The less you hear of me, the better.
Here we go.
Stop your messing around. Better think of your future. Time you straighten right out. Problems in town.
I think I had a cold.
Rooney.
There we are. You're always game though, Mike. You never said no. So
well done.
Yeah. And eating challenges over the years. This all started when Sam Hammam, the then Wimbledon owner, sent us in some sheep's testicles to try on air. I can't remember why that was.
Yeah.
And I tried one. You wouldn't touch it, would you?
Over 15 years
I know,
doesn't it?
Yeah, you were probably longer than that. You wouldn't eat one, Andy. I tried one, bit pappy for me. Well, it wasn't bad. That was heavily spiced. But you had them like Pringles, Mike, didn't you? You had about 4 or 5, like the Godfather by the end.
They were marinated in a very nice sauce, very nice spicy tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I seem to remember,
Strawberry fluff, which was the sweetest thing.
The sweetest thing on earth.
Chocolate
water you tried for us.
The raw onion.
You ate a raw, you tried
we tried to break the world record for eating a raw onion, failed, and I had, this is how long ago it was, because obviously I'm a very happily married man.
Yeah.
Mrs. Bovill is a very lucky woman. 10 years we've been married this year, so pre-Mrs. B.
Yeah.
And I was going on a date that night, which, funnily enough, didn't go very well.
Raw onion.
And then the thing that we had George Foreman in, and we cooked beautiful fillet steak, but we didn't invite you.
We didn't invite you in.
And they're going, well, I'm the official taster of the Hawksbee and Jacobs show.
Yeah.
Where's my fillet steak?
One final eating challenge during Wimbledon. We kept talking about doing this in Wimbledon, so slightly later than we'd hoped, a week or so. But some chanter had come up with the idea of strawberries with salad cream. He said it would work. Now, I would imagine his version of it is a kind of more interesting concoction. All we've basically done is gone down the local supermarket, bought some strawberries, bought some salad cream. I'm afraid salad cream, Andy and I can't try it because it makes us dry heave. Neither of us can eat it. But do you mind either of those kind of ingredients generally? Or?
Salad cream, I don't mind. Strawberries, I quite like.
Okay.
Strawberries and salad cream. Well, we're about to find out. I've just come. I've just been taken out for lunch by one of our talkSPORT colleagues. A very nice lunch down by the river, just by Tower Bridge. 3 courses. And now you're expecting me to eat strawberries and salad cream.
Just try one, Mike, for old time's sake, to take us home. Here we go. The strawberry and the salad cream.
You've got to go all in. I'm going to dip.
He's dipping it in. He's dipping
strawberry all over the salad cream. Right. Are we ready?
We're ready to go.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Here we go.
Because when I used to do these things many years ago, there weren't cameras in the studios, but that's all changed now. This is going to live on in social media, isn't it?
Let's see if it works as a combo, Mike.
Do you know what? I've had worse things.
Really?
I've had worse things with you two.
Yeah.
I've definitely had worse things. That's not... Actually, I'm going in for a second.
Oh, look at that. You know, that backfired. He's basically found something he likes now. That's it. So, brilliant.
Nice.
There you go.
Well, Mike, you're going to be missed. Thank you for all your contributions to this show and everything you did for talkSPORT.
An absolute honour working with you.
And, we're going to have a beer later, aren't we? And we'll pick this up then. But, Mike, all the best for the future, and thanks very much.
Thanks, boys.
Mike Bovill there.